Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're going to decode the notoriously stressful Texas DMV bureaucracy. The goal? To get you on the road legally and, totally stress-free. If you've ever navigated buying a car outside of a traditional dealership, you already know the drill. There is a lot of paperwork involved. So today, we're zeroing in on one of the absolutely most critical pieces of that entire puzzle.
Okay, let's dive right into a highly relatable scenario. I want you to paint this picture in your mind. You've just handed over a cashier's check. In a hot parking lot, you've got the keys to a fantastic new-to-you car in your hand. But you stare at the back bumper, and there's a glaring empty space. Yep, the private seller smartly kept their license plates. So now what? I mean, you have a new car, but absolutely no legal way to drive it home without risking a hefty ticket. It's a super stressful moment, right? But fortunately, Texas has a specific system built exactly for this situation.
Here's the roadmap for our quest today. We'll cover the temporary tag solution, choosing your perfect permit, gathering your required documents, the application and payment process, displaying your temporary tag, and finally, moving from temporary to permanent.
Section 1. The temporary tag solution.
So first up, let's look at the toolkit. We need to define the exact item that's going to save you from those fines and keep you street legal. Consider this your temporary cheat code to operating legally while the permanent paperwork is still pending. The Texas Department of Motor Vehicles, or TxDMV, issues this temporary vehicle tag to essentially bridge the gap. Now keep in mind, it's a strictly limited time pass. You absolutely cannot rely on this forever, but it is the exact tool you need to legally move that vehicle from point A to point B while the state processes your official registration. Because without this, you're technically driving an unregistered motor vehicle, which is obviously a massive red flag for law enforcement.
Section 2. Choosing your perfect permit.
One size definitely does not fit all, so let's figure out exactly which permit you need to select for your specific journey. For most everyday consumers, your strategy really boils down to two main options. First, we have the 5-day transit permit. This is your quick, completely free 5-day pass. It's designed specifically for when you buy a car from a private seller, they keep the plates, and you literally just need to get the vehicle safely home or straight to your county tax office. Then, your other option is the 30-day permit. Now, this one does cost $25 plus processing fees, but it gives you a whole month of breathing room. If you know, hey, it's going to take a few weeks to gather the title transfer paperwork, get an inspection, or finalize the registration, this 30-day permit is definitely your best friend.
To give you the full picture, alongside those standard 5-day and 30-day permits for private vehicles, there are options for commercial drivers too. If you happen to be operating a commercial vehicle in Texas and just need short-term legal status, there's a 72-hour permit available for $25 plus fees, or a longer 144-hour permit for $50 plus fees. So the TxDMV has actually created a really solid tiered system to make sure that whether you're just driving a sedan home from across town or you're moving commercial freight for a few days, there is a legal permit available for you.
Section 3. Gathering your required documents. Okay, now that you know exactly which permit fits your situation, it's time for the scavenger hunt. Let's get everything together before you ever step foot in the tax office. You really need to treat this checklist like your armor. If you're missing a single piece of paper, the whole DMV boss battle stops right at the counter. First up, you need your government-issued photo ID. A driver's license is perfect here. Second, you absolutely must have proof of active auto insurance, and it needs to be valid Texas liability insurance. Third, make sure to write down, or just take a really clear photo of, the vehicle identification number, the VIN, of the newly purchased car. Fourth, you'll need a completed application form. For instance, if you're going for that 30-day permit we just talked about, you're going to need Form VTR-66 filled out entirely. And finally, if you happen to be acting as a proxy and applying for someone else, you must bring a valid power of attorney. Just get all these ducks in a row at home, and I promise you will breeze right through the actual application process.
Section 4. The application and payment.
So, with your documents perfectly organized and in hand, let's look at exactly where you need to go to submit them and, of course, how to pay the fee. Unlike almost everything else in our lives today, for the standard consumer permits, you can't just do this via a mobile app from your couch. You will actually need to physically visit your local county tax assessor collector office or a TxDMV regional service center. Now, sure, some commercial drivers might be able to snag their specific permits online, but for the 5-day transit or the standard 30-day permit, you need to plan to make a trip in person. It is always a super good idea to check your specific county's website for their operating hours, or even better, see if you can book an appointment to skip the line entirely.
The crucial point here is being ready to pay your fees using one of the acceptable methods to avoid any last-minute hiccups at the counter. Because let's be real, nothing is worse than waiting in line only to find out you brought the wrong form of payment. You can generally use cash, a money order, or a certified check. Credit and debit cards are widely accepted too, but note that crucial little caveat: where accepted. Some smaller county offices might have specific rules, or they might charge an extra processing fee for cards. So having a backup payment method is honestly just smart planning.
Section 5. Displaying your temporary tag.
Okay, you waited in the line, you paid the fee, and you finally have the paper permit in your hand. Now let's talk about the exact right way to display it so you don't get pulled over anyway. It goes straight into your rear window. You want it clearly visible to anyone driving behind you, especially law enforcement. Now, if your vehicle doesn't have a rear window, like maybe you bought a specific type of truck or a convertible where it just won't mount properly, the state says you need to display it as instructed by the officer, or keep it safely inside the vehicle. But listen up, because here is the most important part of this entire step. Always carry the permit registration receipt with you while driving. The paper tag in the window is great and all, but that receipt, that's your ultimate get-out-of-jail-free card if an officer ever questions the validity of the tag.
Section 6. From temporary to permanent.
Let's see how this all builds toward turning that piece of paper into permanent metal plates for your car. Think of this final sequence as your victory lap. Step 1, you grab the temporary tag and that all-important receipt. Step 2, you display it correctly and safely drive your new car on Texas roads without constantly looking in your rearview mirror for flashing lights. And step 3, and I cannot stress this enough, this is the absolute most vital step, you must complete the actual title transfer and full vehicle registration before the temporary permit expires. Remember, driving around with an expired permit totally defeats the whole purpose and can result in strict fines and penalties. So use the time the permit gives you to get your permanent metal Texas license plates secured.
Now, if you're wondering why the state is so incredibly particular about all of this, it really comes down to a recent massive crackdown on fraudulent dealer paper tags. To combat fraud, the state has largely swapped those out, requiring dealers to issue metal plates right off the lot. And because of that massive shift, these specific TxDMV temporary permits that we've discussed today remain your absolute crucial lifeline for private sales. They're literally the authorized legal way for regular citizens buying from other regular citizens to operate legally while the registration catches up.
We have officially mapped out the entire quest. You know the permits, the paperwork, the offices, and the rules. Armed with this knowledge, you are completely prepared to handle a private vehicle purchase in Texas smoothly and securely. Thanks for joining me on this explainer. But you know, it does leave you wondering. With Texas cracking down so hard on paper tags, how long will it be until physical license plates disappear entirely in favor of fully digital, trackable tags? Something to think about. Safe driving out there.